wake up, it's time to be free. Wake up, was blind, now I see. Wake up, it's time to be me. Wake up, my mind is the key.
Wake up, it's time to be me. Wake up, my mind is the key.
Welcome. It's Julian Gordon with another episode of the Daily Jules, where I drop nuggets of wisdom to help you increase your degrees of freedom. Does not matter how many college degrees you have. The only degree that really matters is your degree of freedom. Doesn't matter how much money you make. What really matters is how you make money. So today I want to talk about how to think about your business as a profit pipeline. I truly believe that in order to grow a sole proprietorship, or where you become self-employed, is actually you only need 1,000 fans. When you look at your email list or you look at your social following, you may not be in the tens or hundreds of thousands, and that's okay. I think you only need 1,000 true fans to truly build a business that is six figures. And I want to guide you through what I call the profit pipeline. And this is what I use when I coach anybody who is trying to take their intelligence and turn it into income. Okay, so the profit pipeline is really just looking at, if I get 1,000 people to come to me in some fashion, in some sort of way, what can I sell them over time that would actually lead to $100,000 in income for my business, right? Or revenues in this case. And so I want to guide you through that process, and you can play with these numbers and think about what you have to give in order to get what you want to have. So a lot of people think, oh, I want to be a millionaire. Instead of asking what you want to get, the better question is, what will I have to give to other people in the world in order to get $1 million in return, right? If you really want to be a millionaire, then you're probably going to have to give $5 million in value to individuals and organizations in order for you to get that. So this is a reframe in terms of how we think, okay? So I want to share with you the profit pipeline, and I'm going to give you an example. Looks like a funnel, and you have people, potential customers coming into this profit pipeline, okay? So the first level, when somebody's interacting with you, let's just say 1,000 people come in. And when they come in, whether they sign up for your lead magnet, right? Whether that's an ebook that you wrote, whether it's your webinar, whether it's an assessment, right? There's all kinds of lead magnets out there. Typically, we're not going to charge them anything for that, right? We just want to start the relationship. And so revenues from that is going to be zero. So this is revenues. This is price, and this is the number of people. But now you have 1,000 people who you have their ear a little bit, and you can go deeper with those who are ready. And so now let's say that you do a monthly webinar. So this is your lead magnet here. Now let's say you do a webinar. And let's not assume that all 1,000 of those people are going to show up, right? But this is for you to demonstrate your expertise, right? We talked about this in the episode on the purpose of a webinar, right? And how we build worthiness through that process, right? So typically for webinars, we don't charge. But now you have 200 people out of that 1,000 who are a lot more engaged than the other 800, right? They're showing up, they're serious, right? They're making time in their schedule. They're giving you their time, which is their most valuable resource. Now, let's say you have a self-published book, right? Let's say you have a self-published book, and 100 of these people, or out of the 1,000, let's say some people didn't show up to the webinar, but they wanted the ebook, right? They wanted to be able to read it, and you sold that at $15. Now, we're starting to make some money, right? Not a lot. The ebook is, you can't charge that much for a book, right? Now, from there you offer. How many people have asked you to pick your brain? Pick my brain. Rather than saying you can pick my brain, because I'm not going to go to Starbucks. I'm not going to spend an hour traveling to Starbucks, meet you there for an hour in exchange for a $5 coffee. My time is too valuable. Then I got to get back home. That's 3 hours of my time for a $5 coffee. No, you can't pick my brain. I have a gold mine. You cannot pick it, right? You're going to have to pay for that. So let's say you offer this pick my brain type session, and 60 people out of 1,000, 6%, right, say, you know what, I want to talk to her, I want to talk to him, and you charge $100 just for that hour. That's $6,000, right? Okay. So now you decide, I'm going to do a live event. Live event, or it could be an online event, okay? And let's say for a live event, 30 people come and they pay $250 for a 1 day or 2 day event. Now that is $7,500, okay? So now we are at what, 9,000, that's 15,000, right? That's $15,000, okay? So now we want to ascend them, right? And we want those who are ready to go deeper. So you offer some sort of coaching program. It could be a mastermind, it could be group-based, or it could be one-on-one, whatever you feel you need to get them the result that they truly desire. And let's say out of this 1,000 people, 20 people take you up on that. Likely it's going to be some of these people who engage with you at these other levels, right? Because they are hungry, and each thing that you offer them is just continuing to whet their appetite and build their appetite. So let's say that coaching program is $2,000. It could be for 4 months, that could be a year, it could be a mastermind, it's up to you. But 20 times 2,000, now, boom, you're starting to jump. That's $40,000, okay? And now, let's say because you were out there doing your work and transforming your lives, let's say you start getting asked to speak and you get some speaking engagements, right? You can literally get 10 speaking engagements at maybe what, 2,000, let's just say $2,000 for a speaking engagement after travel that you get to take home, and that's another $20,000, right? And oftentimes this just comes from you being out there and doing your work and somebody saying, oh, I have an event and I need a speaker, and I've seen you on YouTube or Instagram or Facebook, and I think you would be a great fit, okay? So now that's 60,000 at this level, okay? Put on top of the 15 that we had here, that's 75. So how do we bring this home? We bring this home through consulting, right? Or some sort of elite mastermind program. And that's 5 people or organizations at $5,000. And that's $2,500. And boom, you have built an $100,000 business. That is the profit pipeline. That is how it works. Now, if we get this pipeline to work, then the next year that comes around, then what do you want to do? You want to go try to put 2,000, 3,000, 4,000 people through this process, where over time they get offered to come to your webinar, to buy your book, for a Pick My Brain session, for a live event, to actually do coaching with you. You can say, you can offer your speaking to organizations. Usually organizations are paying you for speaking, not an individual. And then consulting, if you have a process that not only applies to individuals, but also can help organizations. And then that's how you grow this number. If this 1,000 holds and you put 3,000 people through this and the numbers hold, then this becomes 300,000. This is how you build a business, right? You don't just offer, most organizations don't, great companies don't just offer you one thing. They offer you deeper ways to engage with them over time. And this is how you create customers and create what they call it is increase the shopping cart or lifetime value of a particular customer, right? Some people sell this book and then they stop connecting with these 100 people. But these 100 people are actually the people you should be connecting with the most, because there's probably more opportunity for you to serve them. This is not about extracting money from them and taking as much money as you can. There's probably more opportunity for you to serve them. Obviously, they want something that you have, and you could have only given them a fraction of that through the book. And so if there's deeper ways for you to give them more of what you have that's going to help them get to where they're trying to go faster, safer, and easier, then it's actually your obligation to do so. And it can happen in these many different forms. So this is how you build a $100,000 business, and I encourage you to map this out, to draw it for yourself, and see that these numbers are not huge. These numbers are not huge. You do not need to be doing big numbers to make this happen. And there are also ways to get this 1,000 through Facebook advertising, which, let's say you're getting these 1,000 at $3 each. You take subtract 3,000 from this, and you're at 97,000. That's still great, right? So this is Julian Gordon with another episode of the Daily Jules. I hope that this one has blessed you. Make sure to share it if you know somebody else who's trying to reach 6 figures. All right, I'll catch you in the next episode. Peace. I hope these mindsets, metaphors, and methodologies blessed you. If you desire more freedom, go to getfreenow.com to subscribe to the show on iTunes, YouTube, or Facebook, and get 4 of my best courses in the Freedom School for 100% free.